Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Kabir Singh, and this is Against the Grain. I don't think the people who fought for our country, who died for our country, did so with the intention of having our freedom of expression suppressed. Let's talk about it. But before we do, make sure that you like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell. If you're unfamiliar with the Gadsden Flag, here it is. It has a rattlesnake with the phrase, "Don't tread on me." This originates during the Revolutionary War, when the British were sending convicted felons onto our home turf, and Ben Franklin wrote a comical piece about how the best way to repay the British was to send them back rattlesnakes. It was called Rattlesnakes and Felons. And this essentially means that don't mess with us, because we will bite back like poisonous rattlesnakes. And while it was comical, it was also a stern threat to the British. And it became a slogan for our revolution. And it should be a uniting force for many of us, because the Navy has adopted it, the military has adopted it, so on and so forth. Well, not so much for Vanguard School in Colorado, who recently, briefly, suspended a kid for wearing a Gadsden Flag patch on his backpack with the phrase, "Don't tread on me." So basically, he was not free to wear a patch that symbolized freedom.
Ironic.
Now, the kid was 12-year-old Jaiden Rodriguez, and thankfully his mother recorded the interaction he had with the school director. And I want to show you that video, but before I do, I want to briefly zoom in on his backpack so you can see what it says. At the top, you see it says J-Rod for VP Revolution. He's running for Class VP. And at the bottom, you can see the "Don't tread on me" with the rattlesnake, and also a right to bear arms, which is protected by our Constitution. So anyways, let's watch the clip.
Oh, here, hold on. Thank you.
Do they know what the Gadsden flag is? That it's a historical flag?
So the reason that they do not want the flag, the reason we do not want the flag displayed, is due to its origins with
The Revolutionary
slavery and slave trade. That is what was, that's the reasoning behind why we do not.
He's just so well dressed. I really like
The
that.
Gadsden flag.
The "Don't tread on me."
Okay. Which is the Gadsden flag. Okay. So
Okay. Pause it right here. I love how that in that still you can see how he's like smirking, and the school district personnel is just so smug. That's become actually a meme. Like this one right here, it says, "That face you make when you're thousands of dollars in student debt for a median income job and you're outsmarted by a 7th grader." Another one here where it has the district personnel saying, "I'm an educator," but Jaiden saying, "but not educated." Okay, anyways, let's keep going.
School. I'm like, so I asked if can he just take his stuff out of his bag and go back to class. Like, I just want him to go back to class. The bag can't go back. It's got a patch on it because we can't have that in and around other kids. So that's what I was trying, and then he said you were close. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with slavery. That's like the Revolutionary War patch that was displayed when they were fighting the British. Like that's the revolution. Maybe you're thinking of like the Confederate Confederate flag.
Okay, I am
Is there
just
history
here
to
to
it?
enforce.
No.
No, I am here to enforce the policy that was provided by the district.
Okay.
The whole video is over 3 minutes long, and I don't want to show you the whole thing, but the gist is that the mother is trying to make legitimate points, but the school director is just, "I'm following orders. It's just part of my job," which is a problem in and of itself because it shows you have faculty that don't think critically for themselves. And when you have rules that don't make sense, you should be questioning it. Anyways, later on, the school district sent an email to Jaiden's family citing the EEOC, Equal Employment and Opportunities Commission, a case from them, as their basis as to why they made the decision. The case reads, on January 8th, 2014, a USPS worker in Denver, Colorado, filed a complaint when a coworker repeatedly wore a cap to work with an insignia of a flag with a rattlesnake ready to strike again, and the slogan, "Don't tread on me." And when the USPS dismissed the complaint for failure to state a cognizable claim of discrimination, on June 20th, 2014, the EEOC of Federal Operations reversed the agency's dismissal, determining that the complainant had raised a cognizable claim of harassment and ordered the agency to investigate the claim. And it also states that while the Gadsden flag originated in a non-racial context, it has been since interpreted to convey racially tinged messages in some contexts, including its use by persons associated with white supremacist groups who used the flag to drape the bodies of 2 police officers they had just murdered, referring to the 2014 shooting in Vegas, when 2 anti-government white supremacists shot and killed 2 police officers and a civilian, and they were donning that "Don't Tread on Me" flag at the time. But just because a few bad apples hijack the actual message of what that flag interpreted does not mean it's inherently racist. Michael Maurice tweeted, "Racists drink water, therefore drinking water must be racist." Speaking of which, let me drink my water. I must be racist. Now here's the kicker, because the commission ultimately did not find that the Gadsden flag was in fact a racist symbol. Rather, the commission found only that the complaint met the legal standard to state a claim under Title VII, and therefore should have been investigated rather than dismissed. So basically, what they tried to use as precedent against Jaiden not only fell flat, but directly contradicted itself. And the most important part is we have to remember that the reason we have so many liberties today endowed to us by our Constitution, which include freedom of speech and freedom of expression, because of the people who embodied the spirit of what "Don't Tread on Me" means. And Jaiden not only wears that patch, but he also embodies the spirit of what it is as well, because him and his family did not take this lying down. He had his mother take him to the news station. They covered it. He went viral on social media. People like Ben Shapiro, Brett Cooper, Michael Knowles covered this in the past week. And even Ben Shapiro and Charlie Kirk had interviewed him. Ultimately, it made it on the desk of Democratic Governor Jared Polis, who tweeted, "Obviously, the Gadsden flag is a proud symbol of the American Revolution and an iconic warning to Britain or any government to not violate the liberties of Americans. It appears on popular American medallions and challenge coins through today, and Ben Franklin adopted it to symbolize the union of the 13 colonies. It is a great teaching moment for a history lesson." And ultimately, the Vanguard School decided to not only let Jaiden come back to school, they also allowed him to wear the patch. And now I love how the public, for the most part, is on Jaiden's side. Somebody tweeted, "Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear a backpack." Another person tweeted, "Public education is crap, but that kid is incredible. Sitting up straight, smarter than the teacher/administrator, and waiting with confident anticipation for his mom to defend him. At least there's that." Another person on Reddit said, "Really cool of Polis to back up the kid and show some political unity," which is something I actually want to talk about, because this should not be a political issue. It shouldn't be divisive. It's a basic issue of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. But unfortunately, our country is so divided that even this is up for debate. Like somebody actually tweeted, "I seriously hope the white supremacist, Christian nationalist bootlicker in training, Jaiden Rodriguez, aka Gadsden Flag Kid, is bullied relentlessly all day, every day, until the day he graduates high school for being a smug, little, cocky, right-wing twat."
What a stupid son.
But all that aside, I really love how he's taking most of it in stride. Let's watch the clip of his response.
Hey guys, today was a good day, kind of. When I got to school, the kids were really hyped up because they saw me on Twitter, and kids are putting "Don't tread on me" on their locker. Well, at least my new made friends, because I'm big on Twitter, and now they like me all of a sudden. But the teachers, on the other hand, I got some dirty looks, that's for sure. They're definitely not happy with me. But other than that, it was pretty good. I was on the Charlie Kirk show, and Ben Shapiro had me. It was a really good day, in my opinion. Well, have a good day, y'all.
He said that some of the teachers were giving him dirty looks. They're sore losers. They can't handle the fact that their attempt to silence somebody failed. And this is very representative of our education system these days, when you have these activists who want to push a one-sided agenda rather than having a dialogue. Well, they can be pouty all they want. Let's just hope that moving forward, they do not mess with Jaiden. And good on the Rodriguez family for standing their ground and standing up for what's right. It's very inspiring to see somebody as young as Jaiden doing so, and hopefully he can inspire others moving forward. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Good night. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're new to this channel, watch some of these videos. Also, feel free to follow me on social media. Until next time.